Welcome to the Magic of Animation, where we explore the enchanting world of Disney, from the classics we grew up with to the latest releases. We'll take a deep dive into the artistry, storytelling, the unforgettable characters, and the pure magic that makes these movies timeless. So whether you're a lifelong Disney fan or new to the magic, sit back, relax, and join us as we embark on our journey through the wonderful, magical world of animation. Hello everybody, you are listening to Magic of Animation. My name is Joey, and I am joined by Dequan.
Hello.
Kevin.
Hey there.
And Mike.
Hola, konnichiwa, and hello, everybody.
Wow. We got bilinguals in here.
No, I know, that's all I know.
So you're listening to the first episode of our podcast, The Magic of Animation. And just to let you know what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to be going back and watching every movie that has been released by Disney Animation Studios. And Disney Animation Studios is different than their other studios, so it gets a little confusing, but we're just going to make it up as we go.
I mean, it'll all start to make sense as the list goes on, you know.
It might. Right. When we start venturing off to like Goofy Movie and Nightmare Before Christmas.
I feel like that's not a far venture though.
That's like I would hope everyone would understand that those are good, those are classics, and those are staples.
Yeah.
It's a journey we'll have to make, though.
It's okay, one step at a time for the years to come.
Yeah, if we do one a week, which is the plan, Animation Studios alone has 61 movies, so it's going to be a while.
The travel distance, I'm telling you.
We're in it for the long haul.
Okay, so I guess we'll just move on and introduce ourselves and give everyone a little rundown of why we like Disney and why we're doing this, other than me pretty much forcing you guys. So whoever wants to go first, go for it.
I'll go first. I think I'll have the least amount to say. like Joe introduced us. I'm Dequan or Dino, whichever one you prefer to call me by or hear me by. So my love for Disney comes from, like, I wouldn't even say that necessarily comes from the movies. I love the movies, but my love for Disney came from the old Mickey Mouse cartoons like House of Mouse and, the Quack Pack, Darkwing Duck, and stuff like that.
Darkwing Duck is the shit.
Right, and that led me more into watching the movies and seeing where the characters originally came from and stuff like that. So that's where my love for Disney came from.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, I guess I'm up next. I'm Kevin. My love for Disney has been there as long as I can remember. From the first movies that I fell in love with as a kid to the movies I still love to this day. And really what it is for me, it's cliche to say, but the magic, the heart in it, the love, that warm feeling that you get no matter which one you're watching. They all touch a different place and inside your heart, and they all have a deep meaning, whether it be on the surface or different meanings for everybody. I love Disney, not only the movies, but the parks, the story behind everything.
Oh man, the parks.
I haven't been in years.
Mike, that puts you up.
Alright, hello everybody. My name is Mike, and kind of similar with Kevin. I've been a Disney fan ever since I was very, 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 very young, very small, very, very little person. That I always watched them as a kid. They always stuck with me. And actually, my father used to own a video store, and I would be watching them 24/7, basically, the whole time.
That's incredible.
That I had to be there. And it kind of always stuck with me. And it got amplified even more from, if anyone's ever played or heard of, Kingdom Hearts. That game amplified my love for it even more. Playing through it, going through all the worlds, just reminded me how much I love it, and it's stuck with me ever since. It's just been something that's always been part of my life, and it's more than likely never gonna leave.
Man, you guys are making. Maybe I shouldn't have went last. Well,
yeah, you got it, bro.
As I said at the beginning, my name is Joey, and my Disney fandom has come and gone in waves. Obviously, when I was a child, we had all the, well, I don't know if we had all the VHSs, but we had a lot of VHSs of all the old ones. And like Cinderella and Hunchback and Fox and the Hound, Lion King are all ones that come to mind first. Then obviously, as I got older, as most boys probably do, it doesn't sound like you guys went through it, but I stopped liking it because I was probably thinking I was too cool for Disney. Then my niece was born, and she loved Cinderella. She watched it all the time, so obviously I watched it all the time. And then Tangled came out, she watched that all the time. And then she moved out, my sister moved out, and so I stopped watching it again. But then I don't know what did it, but something made me and my cousin really, really, really excited to see Inside Out. And I don't know what, but we went and seen it, and that movie was just amazing. And that just made me super excited to watch Moana. And once I saw that, I've just been a Disney adult ever since. And then going to the park this year for the first time ever. It's just it's my identity now. It's just Disney through and through.
So, fun fact, when we get to it, it'll be interesting because it'll be my first time seeing it, but I've never seen Inside Out. Never seen it.
Man, it's a great movie. Talking about movies that we haven't seen, when I'm doing prep work for this, there are so many movies that I have not seen on the Disney list.
Oof.
And it's going to be fun.
There are
first time experience.
There are so many movies that I saw, but I haven't seen since I was probably 5 or 6 years old. Like Peter Pan, I don't remember anything from Peter Pan. Treasure Planet and Atlantis, don't remember anything. Don't think I've ever seen them.
Oh.
That's a battle scar right there.
Yeah. Oh.
Home on the Range, I don't think I've ever seen that. Dinosaur, don't think I've ever seen that.
Wait, actually, I've never... Wait, Home on the Range.
With
It's a terrible
Aladar?
movie about... What?
You said dinosaur?
Yeah. Is that bad?
Wait,
I mean, I enjoy it. But hey, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, that came out in like 2000, so we got some time before we get there.
oh, that movie! Oh my god! I want to go quickly.
See,
look it up.
they know the name of the main character.
Oh my gosh. I was thinking of a different dinosaur. and
Were
I'm
you
just gonna
thinking of
leave
The
it
Good
at that.
Dinosaur or The Land Before Time?
No, it was the one where they're like the dinosaurs in New York. And I think it's just called Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs in New York? What the heck is that?
They're like dinosaurs who were like, I think, brought back to life or something
Okay.
with this kid, and at one point they're going through New York, and like I just remember that scene the most.
All right.
It was kind of a dark movie, kind of sad too.
The one I'm most excited about watching, though, is Pocahontas, because I don't remember anything from Pocahontas, and I hear nothing but good things about it.
I remember like blurs and whatnot from like Pocahontas and older Disney movies. Like I remember the little raccoon dude. I remember the
Miko?
colored winds. Yeah, like I remember not how the movie took place. The crazy part is I remember like just spots and images in my head of it, but I don't know how the story plays out.
I remember the tree scaring me.
Oh my goodness, I have a total advantage going into this then because I watch too many Disney movies.
I watch
too
a lot of
many.
Disney
This is
movies,
what I'm learning.
I rewatch all the ones that I've seen over and over again.
So I have a hard time when names is kind of my problem. I can remember things, but if you were to be like, "What's this character's name?" I don't know. Good luck. Good luck. That is tree. That is raccoon,
tree.
and that is
Well,
hummingbird.
the tree from Pocahontas is Grandma Willow or something, isn't it?
I don't know. It scared me as a kid. That's not a lie.
I mean, it was a talking tree. It's pretty terrifying.
Oddly enough, I forgot about the tree.
She was the most prominent thing for me. It scarred me.
Well,
I have a bit of knowledge from the older ones because I think it was about 3 years ago or something. I went back through a nostalgia run, and that is okay. Sorry, I had a run with nostalgia through the older Disney movies, and I watched things like Hercules and
Right.
Pocahontas and Hunchback of Notre Dame and things like that. So I have a little bit of a closer memory to it, but probably not as good as like Kevin.
so you just said Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is probably the correct way to say it, but I say Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I think that's because of college football, and my wife makes fun of me because of that.
I always heard Notre Dame as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the correct pronunciation. And I used to live on Notre Dame Drive, so that also...
What are the odds?
It was all planted in your head.
It could have been Notre Dame Drive, for all I know.
Oh no, don't do this to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
You'd be like Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'll just walk around with a French accent.
Only one way to find out. Google Maps will tell you exactly what it sounds like.
Will it?
With the Google voice.
Oh, with
Yeah,
GPS?
Notre Dame.
Yeah, my phone, my truck with that voiceover is always funny because it tries to pronounce all of the Polish last names in my family.
Oh Lord.
It doesn't do too great.
But it's trying its best.
Alright, so anyways, let's get back on track here. We're going to move on to our favorite Disney movie. And obviously this might change as we go through this and we see movies that we haven't seen in years or never seen. But Dequan, what say you?
Alright, so this is a hard one for me because I have a love for the Tinkerbell movies. And just choosing one is very difficult. But to baseline it, I would say my favorite Disney movie is the original, Tinkerbell movie, the very first one that spun into the rest of the other 4 to 5.
Did that one have a title after it? I don't remember.
No, it was just Tinkerbell.
Oh, okay.
I got to imagine that there's a very small percentage of people out there who would say that that is their favorite Disney movie.
Yeah, with all the opportunities, all the possibility.
It's
so
good.
good.
Not saying it's not good, but
Well, we can add that to the list of things I've never seen.
It'll be fun when we get there.
Oh man.
All right, Kevin, can you top the Tinkerbell movie?
well, since I am being forced to decide,
Well,
right?
see,
I'm
thought-
defaulting.
I thought that this would be a
Defaulting.
problem, and I thought, because I can't pick myself, so what I did was, if someone were to just come up to you and say Disney movie, what's the first one that comes to mind?
So that's what I'm defaulting to my childhood favorite, right?
Right.
Because so much has come out since then, and so much has happened, and I love there's at least a top 5, but no specific order. But since I'm being put on the spot, my answer will be Toy Story.
All right, we got Tinkerbell, which was released by Toon Studios, I believe, and Toy Story, which was released by Pixar. All right, Mike, let's see if you have an actual Disney Animation Studios movie.
Oh.
Wait a minute, but these are tangents. So
Yeah,
wait a minute.
Hey, if we're
They're
covering
loud.
it, it's fair game, and we'll be covering those. So,
So, if you want one that's actually
hey,
Disney Studio, as of right now, I would have probably said Hercules, because I don't know, something about it now, and it could just be because I really like the song. What is it? It's the one where he goes on his like path, right? I really just like
Go
that
the
song.
Distance.
Yes, thank you. My brain don't work. Anyways, I
That's
just
my
really like that
all-time-
song.
It's my all-time favorite Disney song.
It is, but if it wasn't that, it would have been Nightmare Before Christmas.
Somebody just had to pick a Disney animation for it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
you-
definitely am going to pick a Disney animation feature. Um, I mean, technically, if I didn't want to, Ratatouille is my favorite movie in general of
Ooh.
all time.
you
Just
know,
out of all movies, Ratatouille is my favorite.
I
But
like that.
Disney, I am so torn between The Lion King, Princess and the Frog, Encanto, and there was another one, but obviously it's not that good if I can't remember it. So,
It got bumped out already.
so the way I did it, like I said, was whenever someone says Disney, the first thing I think of is that VHS cover of The Lion King with Pride Rock and Simba in the sky. That's just a fantastic movie.
Okay, all right.
So back to the Quandrick for his favorite Disney character.
Man, again, this is difficult because
Tinkerbell?
obviously, I love Tinkerbell. Obviously, I love Tinkerbell, but I also really, really love Moana, and that's the problem. But I also love Belle. So like, this is difficult as hell. So
Yep.
if I were to, like Kevin said, if I were to default to my source, my favorite Disney character originally was Belle.
Nice.
All right, then it's me. Sorry, I'm lost in thought here.
No, you're good. I thought he was gonna put something afterwards. I was like, I didn't know if he was going somewhere.
So put me on the spot. If I have to choose right now, favorite Disney character all around, I'm gonna go with Stitch.
It's a good choice.
That is a great choice.
Stitch is rad.
Thank you. Stitch, yeah. I mean, I won't even get into the movie, but like the character building of Stitch himself, like he has no understanding of anything, of the way of life, of anything. But then like he comes and he builds his core fundamentals so fast, and family is just like, ugh. So yeah, there we go. I won't get into it. We'll do that.
That's like Tinkerbell.
Mikey,
You know, you want to know something?
let's know something.
I just got hit with the I have no clue who the heck my character. Oh, it's hard because it's like, I you know what? I like Baymax. Baymax is a great
You
character.
know, I always forget that Big Hero 6 is a Disney movie. I
like
legitimately
Baymax,
almost
so-
said that's not a Disney character when you said that. I always forget that that's a Disney movie.
Wow.
Like, I would have said like someone like Jack Skellington or Hercules, but I'm like, I put those kind of more for the movie, so I wanted to try to go with something different.
Right.
And I was like, Baymax is a really good character. I like him a lot. I mean, he doesn't really get any like technical character development. That's more for Hero. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna switch it to Hero actually because I like his character development through the movie. So I'm gonna go with Hero
All right.
for now.
So
anyways,
the
I'll
reason
change by the end.
why the reason why we're doing this originally is because I wanted to get a Disney tattoo, but I needed to know who I was going to get tattooed on me. So I was like, what's my favorite Disney character? And I had absolutely no idea. So I started watching all of the Disney movies from the start. And then I got to Cinderella and decided to be like, hey, maybe I should ask people to do a podcast with me and actually cover these. So
Great idea.
I have absolutely no clue. So off the cuff, I'm going to say Powerline from a Goofy movie.
That
No?
that's good.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick. I'm gonna be honest.
You know,
I did in the time of starting this and now, or starting the conversation of doing this and now, I have decided on what my first Disney tattoo is going to be, and it's going to be Steamboat Willie.
ooh, that's
Okay.
good.
So, for anyone that cared about that.
Interesting.
Mine's actually going to be Jack Skellington, and I'm going to get him on my thigh.
Nice. Remember when Simon Chen used to say that he was going to get squirrels on his thighs?
Actually, no, I do not remember that, but I realized I said thigh when I meant calf. not the smart one of the group.
All right, so
But
now
no,
we're going to go to most overrated movie. DeQuandrick?
The most overrated movie. This is a hot take. I ain't gonna hold you guys. This is definitely a hot
I
take.
swear to you,
I
Chris.
think the most overrated movie is The Lion King.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. It's
I was
As-
legitimately
it just
not
is.
expecting that.
As a childhood, from his childhood, Lion King fan, I can understand that.
Oh my
And I will
lord.
actually respect that. I don't mean I agree, I'm just saying I respect that and I can understand.
Wow. You really threw me there, DeQuandrick.
yeah. There was another one. There was a runner-up. I'll just say this real quick. The runner-up was Frozen, but I
Oh,
feel like Lion
Whoa.
King is. I feel like Lion King. If I'm gonna like count the generations, Lion King definitely is there. Like if Lion King came out the same time as Frozen, I would say Frozen then. But that's my hot take.
wow. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else is going to top that, but Kevin, what say you?
Oh, that's difficult.
It's very difficult.
That's so difficult. I didn't have time to prep for this. Um, I'm gonna say the Aristocats.
Hey, as overrated?
I don't think the Aristocats is rated very highly, so
One.
that's that.
That one, I'm like, wait, what? I didn't see that one coming.
Oh my god,
What?
that's golly, bro.
What? Are you mad or something?
No,
What?
I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. As somebody who hasn't watched Aristocats until like 4 years ago, I never even knew the movie existed.
I always thought of it as like a middle ground movie. So to
Okay,
hear
but
someone say it's over.
I don't know. I mean, I hear a lot of people like Aristocats. I didn't love it. Okay, but when I think, okay, what's a Disney movie that I could like go without? I'm not gonna go out there and throw a good Disney movie down.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, that's fair. Like I said, it was more or less like interesting to
It
me.
just caught me off guard.
I'm just shocked because that movie isn't very highly rated, so that just means that you must think it's overrated even though it's not highly rated.
Well, I didn't have time to prep,
Right.
and I didn't look at the ratings of movies.
Right. All right, Mike, what do you think?
All right. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this.
Oh boy.
I cannot stand it. The most overrated, in my personal opinion, is Frozen.
Mm.
That movie has haunted me since its release. It drives me insane. And then the one time I was like, I'm gonna give this movie a chance after nobody would shut the ever-living heck up about it. Like, before the, like, right as the movie came out, nobody stopped talking about it, and it drove me insane. I was like, oh my god, could you, like, stop? I'm trying to, I might go see this, and then a whole thing was spoiled for me. The first day it was basically released, because nobody would shut up about it. And that went on for years. I never stopped hearing about it for years. And then it stopped, and I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a chance. And then I got a job at Meyer, and I worked in the electronics department. They put that movie on repeat, and I worked 6 days in a row, 10 hours, and I had to have that movie on repeat. No, I don't like that movie. It is. I've had fights with that movie.
That's fantastic.
Oh, and I don't even want to get started when I went to Kingdom Hearts 3 and it showed up. Oh, I hate that part of the game. I hate that part of the game. And it's not because of the world's fault, it's because the design, and it just made me hate it more. I'm sorry that it is a haunting movie for me.
Well, okay.
Well, here, then let me go back. Ready? Lady and the Tramp, right? on a certain website is rated the 13th best overall animated Disney movie. All right, and I think that's overrated.
I would agree with that.
There you go. Okay, that was not going to be my second choice, but now that I look it up and I have time to see that it's got 93% out of all the Disney animated movies, that is the most overrated. There
I
you
would
go.
agree with that.
Yeah.
But my official pick is going to be Alice in Wonderland. I do not understand why everyone is obsessed with that movie.
I heard a scream in pain.
What do you?
All right, Joey, I think you might need to explain yourself a little bit.
I don't understand why everyone is in love with that movie. I watched it for the first time in like 15 years a couple weeks ago, and it was not great.
That's tough.
The characters, I guess, are cool, but the movie itself just no.
Is it like the plot, the scenery, or just like the overall encompassing of it?
I mean, I think it's probably the style, because I mean, everything is supposed to be insane and hard to follow, and I just don't like that. But that's probably the point of it, so it's kind of unfair of me to knock it for that.
Well, I mean, then I think that matches up like fine for you then, because that's not your not going to be your taste. That's not your style, right? Like if someone were to say, "I only Nightmare for Christmas because I don't care for all like the animation style it has, or it's like Halloween theme, or spooky nature to it." If someone doesn't like that, I think that's fair for them to say, "No, that would be their pick for overrated because they don't like it for those reasons." All fair.
All four of us had some pretty hot takes there, so let's move on to the most underrated movie. This one should be better. Dequandrick, what say you?
All right, most underrated movie.
Oh, sorry. I just remembered. Lilo and Stitch was my other movie that I was debating on my favorite.
Oh,
Your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
The most underrated movie. This is a bit of a toughie because there's not too many Disney movies that are like necessarily underrated. But
There are some.
if I had to pick one, and this, I wouldn't say this is a hot take, but I truthfully believe it's underrated because the other movies that's around it, and that's Jungle Book. I feel Jungle Book is very underrated because movies like Lion King and Tarzan, which did what Jungle Book wanted to do, but unfortunately better.
Okay.
Now we have the reason why why he picked Lion King.
That's not the
What about you?
I joke.
Alrighty, so this one I have prepared, right? The most underrated Disney movie is going to be Brother Bear. Right? The soundtrack, I tell you what, the soundtrack alone, it just puts it up there, right? But the storytelling, the animation, it's a package deal.
Right. There's another podcast out there that was kind of the inspiration for this one, where they were doing the same thing pretty much. And when they were talking about Brother Bear, I legitimately was getting heated at my desk because of how much shade they were throwing at it.
I don't understand why people never liked Brother Bear.
I don't
It's
either.
a great movie.
It's a fantastic movie.
I actually watched it, I think, like 2 or 3 years ago for the first time. I actually liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's great.
I was surprised. I was like, I probably don't think I'm going to care for this, but let me watch it first. And I came out genuinely surprised. I was like, that was really good, actually.
Right. You're up, Mike.
The most underrated Disney movie. It obviously has to be Vin Diesel in The Pacifier. It is just I'm just kidding. I
used to watch that movie so much as a kid.
I just saw it on the list. I was like, I'm gonna just throw this out there just because I saw Vin Diesel's name. But if I were to generally pick one, there's actually two, and well, it's one of the two. It could be either one of the two. I would say. Hold on one sec, sir. Sorry about that. Had a quick interruption, but nonetheless, it would either be James and the Giant Peach, is that I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but when they do talk about it, which is very, very small group of people that talk about it, they usually generally say it's a good movie. Like, it's never like it generally comes off as more of a hidden gem type of movie to a lot of people who've seen it. And if other than that, it was going to be Oliver and Company. Because I saw it, I was like, I remember liking this movie a lot as a kid.
I've never seen.
You've never seen them? Oh man, dude! When we get to those, they're gonna be really good. At least Oliver and Company. I remember Oliver and Company was like kind of sweet in a way.
Okay. So I mean, I would have to agree with Kevin that Brother Bear probably is the most underrated, but I will say because it didn't do super well at the box office and nobody really talks about it other than maybe people our age, and that is The Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Damn, you're right. I fucking love that movie. I love that movie.
That is a really good movie. That is a really good movie. Yeah, it really is.
And the Kronk's New Groove, the sequel was great. The TV show on Disney Channel was great.
They actually did very well with that series, I will say.
Yeah, I loved it. But, moving on. Overrated character, DeQuandrick.
Overrated character. Okay, so another hot take. Another hot take. I think that, how can I put this without getting canceled? I think that
gotta bite the bullet.
He's scared to say it.
It's tough because it's between two characters. I'll go with Cinderella. I think Cinderella is an overrated character. Like, I don't find her character, and this is a personal thing for me on this point, I don't find her character very appealing. There's like not really much to her. Like, and I feel like that's unfair for me to say because she's quite literally like the stepping stool to build upon other characters and greater characters. But for what we have of her, she just meh. When you look at characters like Belle, when you look at characters like, I know this is a much newer character, but Moana, you look at characters like Mulan, Cinderella just she's not Snow White, but she's and then like the runner up was Elsa.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin.
I'm kind of stuck between two. Hot take. Bambi. I don't like Bambi.
Bambi was going to be
so much.
Bambi the movie was going to be my most overrated movie. I agree.
Yeah, I don't like Bambi either.
Bambi, you lost your mom and then you lost the vote.
Yeah. Poor Bambi.
Thumper carried that movie, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, facts.
That is facts. That is facts.
All right, Mike, what do you think?
Okay, so I really do want to stay on brand and just be like, forget Elsa, be gone, overrated. I think she is almost a spoiled child. But when I think that, I think there is one other character who is more
locked in a
spoiled.
room for her entire life.
She chose to lock herself up in there. She could have gone out and she said, nah, I can't control my powers. Instead, being the smart and be like, well, let me learn to control my powers. And then ran away and was like, forget everybody. I'm just going to make my own castle. Haha. Before anybody can say anything. Haha.
Okay.
But minusing from that, the biggest spoiled child to all of Disney is Ariel. That girl.
That's it.
Oh my gosh. Was like, I'm willing to destroy anything for this man.
Right.
It almost threw her whole
Now,
kingdom. Oh my god.
I will
It's
defend
her.
her there that a lot of people say she's willing to throw away everything for a man. Is that's not true. She wanted to be on the land before she even knew Prince Eric was a person.
That man came in and she was like, you know what? I'm going for it. Whatever it costs. It's like, I have an interest in this outer world. I'll keep peeking out. Then the man came in and was like, I'm definitely peeking out now. No one can stop me. Ain't nothing stopping me.
I will say this though. I will say this. She is the pure definition of give it your all, and I gotta give her props for that.
Well, Mike, I'm going to go where you didn't want to go, and I'm going to say Elsa, even though I love Frozen. I can't stand Elsa.
She made it on this list at least. I'm sorry, I'm a hater.
I love Anna now. Anna's a great character.
Yeah, Anna's fantastic. Everyone else
Anna's
in the movie is great. Elsa is, I don't like her. I love her songs, but I don't like her.
I will say
No,
this.
you're not allowed that. You're not allowed that. No, you can't. You don't like her. You don't get her songs.
Look, she could just have a song and then just leave the rest of the movie.
All right, fine. I'll say something else then, because her music is really good. I'll give you someone else who has no redeeming qualities about them. Snow White. Snow White sucks.
Yes, I agree. Oh my, she was up there too. She was definitely in that list too. Oh, that chick is dumb. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness! Shots fired at the core right here.
I'm sorry. She's
Y'all
She's
blasting Kevin
just-
right now, man.
she's
The
literally
blocks.
written as just being ditzy through the whole movie. Oh, so that's good.
Nobody's gonna say anything about Sleeping Beauty sleeping through the whole like.
I don't
No,
remember
that's why
anything
she-
about
at least
that
she's a
movie. I
brand.
can't say anything about it.
It's called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, not Snow White and the Dumb Dits.
Oh, wow.
See, that's why no one named Aurora, because she's not underrated because she just doesn't exist.
Yeah,
She's just on brand. That's all she's doing.
right. Well,
No,
last
side thing because
category.
everyone said they like Anna. I will say I like Anna. I might hate that movie, but Anna's a good character. I will give it props.
Last one is most underrated character to Quandrick.
Most underrated character.
Yep.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm about to spit some knowledge to y'all. Most underrated character is Fawn. Fawn is a fairy from Tinkerbell. She's
Oh,
a
okay.
fairy, in fact.
I had to remember who that was. I've
I
seen.
was
some
like,
of
are
these
you talking
other
about
movies.
the
Very
deer in
underrated.
Bambi?
She's super underrated. She's the animal fairy. She makes sure that all her friends are good, safe, and she protects the animals she's just a great character overall. And she gets underlooked because, the Tinkerbell movies get underlooked. Shedding a tear here. But yeah, that's my underrated character.
I don't even have anything to say to that. Kevin, you're up.
Underrated character. Oh. Underrated character. First person that comes to mind is Pocahontas.
Okay. I
That's
would
fair.
say she's definitely underrated. She's in a
agree.
weird spot because she is recognized as a core member of the Renaissance, but she's probably the last one to be recognized from that era.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Mike,
Okay, this one is this is underrated character, right?
yep.
Is kind of. I'm gonna go with my first choice, I guess. The second, I'll say the second one, but no explanation to it. But I'm gonna say my first choice. I think the movie's okay, but Chicken Little.
Damn, man, you out here swinging for the fences.
No one ever talks about Chicken Little.
Because that movie's
He's
the worst.
underrated. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason. I'm just saying. If it wasn't him, it was definitely going to be, and I can't remember the name, which is kind of why I also didn't want to pick it, the main character from Treasure Planet.
Dang, I forgot his name too.
I don't remember his name either because I've never seen it.
He looks like a William to me, though. I know that's not his name, but he looks like a William.
Kevin, what's
William.
his name?
Is it the haircut?
It's the glasses and the haircut.
He doesn't have glasses.
Oh, I mixed them up with the Atlantis guy.
Atlantis. Milo is from Atlantis.
Those movies are so
His
close to
name,
each other.
his name's Jimmy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait.
Jimbo.
I'm changing my pick. Forget that. I'm going with the princess from Atlantis because that movie slipped my mind until you said, like, the dude. I was like, oh my god, she just came into my mind. Nope, that's who it is. That's who it is.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Fair enough. So I have two that I can't decide between. So the first one is I can decide between, but I want to recognize the second one because this one is so clearly the most underrated Disney character in the world. David from Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Isn't that the
That
guy
dude
that
is like the
He's
nicest
an
dude.
unsung hero.
Yeah, he is the unsung hero. You're not wrong.
He is like
Isn't
the
that the guy
nicest
that,
dude in any movie.
what's her name? Nani like? Or was
Yeah,
No,
like,
that's the one that
Is
likes
it
Nani.
Yeah, oh yeah, the reverse, my bad.
And then he's just constantly helping them, even though she is too busy to worry about him. And he's just so great.
He was so patient.
He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
trooper.
But the other one I want to mention is Tiana from Princess and the Frog.
Facts. That's facts. I can't disagree with that. As somebody who's never finished that movie, I can agree with that.
I think it's criminal that she is a frog for the majority of the movie.
But she's still her.
Well, yeah.
Facts.
Man, like I've heard good things about that movie, and I don't even know a single thing about the movie besides she gets turned to a frog. This crazy witch doctor guy who got some crazy dance moves and some, like like music numbers, and that's really it.
That movie's
From
fantastic.
the
You gotta watch it.
other side.
Yeah.
That's a fair pick.
Okay, so you guys want to do a Disney quiz and wrap it up?
Let's do it.
Do the quiz.
Sure.
Lost the quiz. Let me try to find it. Here it is.
I thought he already lost the quiz.
I would know,
hey.
I know.
Alright, so I think, like I said, I think these are going to be gimmies, but we'll see. If I would have thought about this sooner, I would have found a better one. But question one: what was Mickey Mouse's? Oh, sorry, jeez, I'm messing it up. What was Mickey Mouse originally called? Do you guys want the multiple choice?
Hold on.
Oswald, right?
Wait, are we talking about like?
The idea? I mean, he came from Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, but
Yeah.
the first animated iteration of him is Steamboat Willie. But okay, sorry, go ahead.
Do you guys want the multiple choice or no?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
It's going to be super easy once you guys get the multiple choice because nothing what you guys said is right. I would have gotten it without the multiple choice, just to say. Option one is Keith Mouse. Option two is Martin Mouse.
Right.
Option three is Mortimer Mouse, and option three is Michael Mouse.
Oh my
Okay,
god!
so I know Mortimer was a completely different character. No one likes Mortimer, but like,
Not the
was it Michael Mouse?
I'm gonna go with Michael Mouse.
What about you, Kevin?
I don't know. Mortimer, I don't know.
The answer is Mortimer.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, it
Oh,
was?
really?
I thought
So they
Mortimer was
decided-
the,
So they originally
sleazy
announced him
rat
as
dude.
another character,
Really?
Yeah. but he
That's
was
the knowledge I
originally
didn't know.
his name was Mortimer before it was
Mortimer
Mickey.
was such a crappy individual in
Well,
House of Mouse.
Yeah, I just remember this
Mickey-
literal rat dude.
Mickey was
just
still
being
Mickey.
Like
His name was just
POS.
Mortimer.
Oh,
My dog's
God,
freaking
that
out in
sounds-
here because his name is Mickey, and I'm just saying it all over and over again.
Mhm. Hit us with number two.
That
Number
one kinda
two
tripped me
is who was Bambi's rabbit pal?
Oh,
well,
we already know it.
Yeah.
We don't even need to. You can just.
yeah, that was discussed
bypass
earlier
this
in the
one,
podcast.
right?
Something with the H and a upper, I think.
I do have a question for you all.
What's
That
up?
skunk was in Bambi, right?
Yes.
I love that skunk.
All right. So just out of anyone who didn't know, it's Thumper. Who was Snow White's enemy?
Oh, I've learned this when we were eating together. It was not. It was not the person I thought it was. It was the evil queen.
Was that the actual title of it? like, was that her actual just name, just known as the Evil Queen?
That's for you to guess and for me to know.
Do we get multiple choice on this one? 'Cause
If
I'm
you
scared
want.
there's a, like, after Mortimer Mouse, I am scared that there is an actual name to this lady.
Well, there's it's Scar, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, and the Evil Queen.
Okay.
Oh, bro, why does she not have a real name?
I would, dude, after Mortimer Mouse and how Mortimer actually is another character, I don't trust anything. Trust issues are
What
broken.
was the name of the man who created Pinocchio?
Oh,
Geppetto?
I actually know this one. Geppetto.
Oh yeah, I got to imagine Kevin knew that one.
Yeah, sorry. I was told not to just take them all right.
Oh, you're good, bro. Throw your answers out there to the world.
This
Just
boy,
go for it, bro.
this boy is friends with the dragon. What's his name?
Pete.
It's Spud from American Dragon Jake Long.
No, that's not Friends with the Dragon. That isn't Dragon. Oh, actually, you know what? You're right.
Pete's dragon.
It is Pete.
Is he?
Dragon Jake Long. That's incredible. Who sang the song "Under the Sea" in the film The Little Mermaid?
Well, I think we all know. We all know.
Sebastian.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Jamaican Crab.
Where does Aladdin take place?
Agrabah?
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure I
guys.
said
You
it
guys are
right.
Super smart. What is the name of Simba's dad in The Lion King?
Mufasa.
Why do we all say it like that?
Because you can't say it without saying it like that.
Where was the film Pocahontas set? This is a tough one.
Honestly,
Actually, yeah, I don't know
I
this
don't
one.
know. It was set on The Color of the Wind.
It was in some forest that had a hillside.
Well, the multiple
And a
choice
scary
is
tree.
Dundee, Montreal,
Nope.
Burnley, and some word that I can't even pronounce.
That word you can't pronounce.
Word that
Clearly,
was
I see it.
Can't pronounce.
Then I have no
It
idea.
was right. The word that I can't pronounce.
I absolutely knew it.
Wait a minute.
Before joining Woody and the gang in Toy Story, where was Buzz Lightyear stationed?
In a toy box, right? Like not like a toy box, like a children's toy box, but like in a brand new box where a toy's in.
Well, this is
In the-
where he was as a space ranger, like in canon of Buzz
Isn't
Lightyear.
it?
Oh,
Star Command?
Yeah, I almost said Star Patrol.
that sounds
Yeah,
right.
it is Star Command. Well, Star Command, I thought, is the thing he always is calling back to.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that is what he's always calling
that
it
would-
to.
yeah.
So the options are the Moon, Gamma Quadrant of Sector 4, Alpha
Yeah.
Centauri, or Cardiff.
the
B.
Gamma place.
Gamma Quadrant.
Yeah, I'll
Gamma.
say that
4.
too. I think that was right.
Going with the Gamma.
How
Sounds
many
really
Toy
good.
Story films are there in total?
4?
Was someone about to say 6?
Dequan. I was waiting for Dequan. I heard a 6.
No, never.
The answer's
I was
4.
thinking more like 7.
Dequan.
Who invented
kidding, I'm
Flubber in
kidding.
the film with the same
Listen,
name?
does Buzz Lightyear count as a Toy Story movie? Because it is about one of the characters.
It's not. under
Well,
the
you
Toy
know,
Story
okay,
banner,
so
though.
the name of the movie isn't Buzz Lightyear, it's just Lightyear, and no, because it's just whom the toy
Is based
Buzz
off of.
Lightyear is based off of.
Yeah.
So it's technically in canon.
Can I just throw a sidebar at you guys real quick? Have you guys ever watched the Buzz Lightyear animated cartoon on Toon
Heck
Disney?
yeah, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, does that cartoon take place, like, in the kids' TV that they're
Well, that
watching?
show is no longer canon because of the movie.
Oh, what a shame.
And now the movie's canon.
Yeah.
And it's
Shame.
canon to Toy Story lore.
Man, they should have just...
So by
5
transitive
wasn't an option, Mike,
properties.
so I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just gonna suffer.
Who invented Flubber in the film of the same name?
I don't remember the dude's name, man.
Like the actor or the character?
The character.
Okay, I don't know the characters.
Well,
I
there's
don't
Albert
know his
Einstein,
name.
Professor Philip Brainard, Professor Von Screwtop, or Nemo.
Philip.
B.
We're going with that
I have no clue.
second one, I think.
It looks like it was the second one.
A
What is the name of the accident-prone ant in A Bug's Life?
Dude, that right there is.
Wait, was his
Ninja.
name Anthony?
No,
Flick.
it is.
What about Auntie?
It is Flick.
Flick? Who said Flick?
Me.
You legendary son of a.
You haven't seen A Bug's Life?
I've had, but it's been so long ago.
Names.
What was the sequel to the 1996 version of 101 Dalmatians called?
102
Wasn't it
Dalmatians.
102
Yeah,
Dalmatians?
102 Dalmatians. In Monsters Inc., what do Mike and Sullivan collect in order to power the city?
Well,
Before or after?
well, yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
First it's
Laughing.
Scream and then it's Laugh.
Laughing's not an
Right.
option, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
If laughing's not an option, then it's
See how
Screams.
much of a good person I am? I automatically assume laughs because they're good people.
What's the name of the gigantic Australian shark in Finding Nemo?
Hi, Bruce.
But I could not remember his name. I knew it started with a B.
I was
thinking
about to
Dutch.
say like Brick.
I was thinking
Brick.
Dutch, dude. I'm so
Brick
glad
the
that you
shark.
said Bruce.
We were all in B,
Bruce.
so that's good.
In The Incredibles, where do the Parr family live?
A city.
Oh, a good
A
choice.
home.
Los
The who
Angeles,
family?
New York, Munichburg, Seattle.
Let's go to Seattle.
I'm not gonna say Seattle because I feel like if it was Seattle, they would have done an emphasis on the angling of the sidewalk. Or is
What?
that San Francisco?
That's San Francisco.
Oh, okay, I mixed the two up. So then, actually, it could be that.
I don't know, so I'm going to say it Los Angeles.
What were the options? One more time.
Los Angeles, New York, Munichburg, or Seattle.
I'm gonna go with Los Angeles as well.
What color car is Lightning McQueen?
Wait, what option? What was it?
I
What was the
I
answer?
don't think it's telling me what the right answers are, so.
What a shame.
I think it'll tell at the end of the
Yeah.
quiz, maybe.
All right, you said what color car is Lightning McQueen?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. What color red are we going off of?
Well,
He's
there's
red
only one red
with-
option.
Lightning bolts and fake headlights that go ka-chow.
It's red,
Or
blue,
if we
black,
go-
and white.
Well, hold on. If we go to his daydream when he's thinking about going with Dynamo Blue,
I have a sinking suspicion that they're not going off of his one daydream.
You never know, though. You never know.
All right. What was the first Star Wars film made by Disney?
Isn't that... wait, I know The Force Awakens, right?
I don't know.
There's like
so.
counting TV shows.
Well,
No, it's just for movies, right?
It's A New Hope, Force Awakens, Rogue One, or The Last Jedi.
A New Hope.
Oh boy.
It's not that. What are
It's
they again?
Definitely not A New Hope. A New Hope, The Force Awakens, Rogue One, and The Last Jedi.
It would be The Force Awakens then.
I think it's The
Yeah.
Force Awakens too, because I'm pretty sure Rogue One came out after. What's the name of the old man in Up?
Dude, Kevin, I know you know this because I don't.
Carl
you guys don't know?
Fredrickson, Doug Fredrickson,
Yes.
Ken Fredrickson, or Fred
no,
Fredrickson?
it's Carl and Ellie.
Yeah, it's
Come
Carl.
on.
I couldn't
All right,
remember.
let's see if we got any wrong. It was Munichburg for The Incredibles,
Oof.
and that's the only one we got wrong.
Hey.
Wait, let's
Look
go.
at us go,
Yeah.
19 out of 20.
I was so scared on the Star Wars one because I was like, wait, was Rogue One before or after?
Like, man, my defense.
We
I
should have picked the weird one on The
Star Wars
Incredibles.
movies.
Shouldn't have picked an actual place.
No, I thought about, well, I mean, that could be a real place for all I know.
That is true, it could. I've never heard of it. So if anyone lives there, I'm sorry.
Well,
But
that is the end of this episode, and we will be back hopefully next week with our review of Snow White, the first animated movie of history, not just Disney.
I'm gonna force a bunch of people to watch it with me.
So,
he's like, I need help getting through it.
so go ahead and subscribe or follow or whatever you do on whatever podcast app you use to this podcast, so you can
Click all the
be-
magical buttons.
what?
Click all the magical buttons.
All the magical buttons, even if you don't know what they do.
Just not the report. Don't click that.
Take a
And
chance.
So so you can know when the next episode comes out. And then follow us on TikTok at The Magic of Animation with underscores in between each word, and on Instagram at The Magic of Animation Pod with underscores in between each word. Dequandrick, where can people keep up with you if they wanted to? Which they should want to.
They can keep up with me at twitter.com/Dinomon.
Well, I think normally when people do that, they just give their Twitter handle.
Well, at Dinomon.
Kevin, I don't think you have a very big social media presence.
Nope, I don't have social media handles. Nope.
So we'll move on.
I'm old.
We'll move on to Mike.
I, at the moment, don't really have a lot, so I'm just going to ask everybody to please kindly support everyone here who has their socials, and, you know, just be supportive of the podcast and everyone here, and that will just honestly be the best, in my opinion. Follow, like, whatever, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Wow,
And
what a nice guy.
appreciate that a lot.
And if you want to see what I'm doing, I'm mainly on TikTok at People Call Me Joey with underscores in between each word. I am on Instagram too, but I get like 0 likes on each of my posts on there, so it really hurts my feelings. So I don't go on there very much.
You all better go. You all better go and like his post. I will be very upset if you don't.
Well, anyways, that was this episode that was supposed to be maybe 30 minutes, and it has now turned into an hour. So we probably should sign off. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and remember, they all lived happily ever animated. That's a call out to the name that I really wanted to win the name of this podcast. So.
Not everything ends happily ever animated.
Ah, that's true.
Sometimes it's mostly bittersweetly animated.